Welcome to Dry January Part 3, where we do whatever the hell we want without stories.
Welcome! Is everyone
AKA
enjoying?
Trevin has to do less work, is what I'm learning.
Oh, so much less. It's amazing.
Our sound effect machine is taking a rest as well, but that will be up and going in no time.
Yeah, it's overheated actually from last year.
I was going to say, if you guys could do maybe a month where you just don't talk and it's just sound effects the whole time.
Oh my God, I would
do you
love
think?
that.
There we go. There we go.
Or my favorite part of the podcast is the little, I don't know what you call them, but like the interludes between the narration and the stories.
Oh, the little ad-lib things.
So just have a bunch of those fill an hour.
Without context?
Without context, yeah.
Without context, we can just have AI just take over for us.
It's going to anyway. Might as well embrace it.
Exactly. But Trevin, let's introduce our guest this week. Everyone's already heard his voice, but this is Nick.
Yeah, welcome Nick from 10ish Podcast. I've been on his show a couple times, and now we get to finally have him on ours.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, ladies and gentlemen. And Trevin's been on my show, like he said, and Amanda's coming on my show soon, I think. If that's still the plan. Okay,
Yes.
Good. I got a great list for you. So it is a thrill to be here for Dry January.
Did you just want to kind of take this minute to tell our listeners, if they haven't already listened, about your show just a little bit?
Sure, thank you. My show is 10ish Podcast, and it's called that because we cover top 10 lists, but sometimes it's top 12, sometimes it's top 8. It's 10-ish things. It's not a tennis podcast. Probably would have named it differently if I had thought of that before. But anyway, we've been on for 6.5 years and counting, 300 episodes and counting. We cover top 10 lists in true crime, pop culture, movies, food, animals. Trevin and I did the top 10 most common reasons people get arrested. We did the top 10 pettiest crimes. Amanda, we're going to have another crime adjacent list when you come on later this month.
Nice.
And she's a lot more crimey than I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a loose format. Me and a guest come on. One of us guesses the list in real time with no prior heads up of what the list is. The other brings like some trivia and fun facts about the list. And that's about it. I hope everyone will check it out.
I hope they do too. I love your show. I feel like you and I really resonate on the same level of like infotainment and love to learn a little something while still just talking about whatever you want at the same time.
Yeah.
And I love a good loose format.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And the best thing about it is I'll never run out of content.
Oh, yeah.
I could do top 10 lists forever. There's always more top 10 lists to do.
That is so true.
And then when you get older, you'll have to like redo them when it's like, well, now the surveys and everything changed 10 years later.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I've done that a few times. And now, I mean, we're closer to the year 10 than year 1 at this point, if you can believe it. So that's going to be coming. And I forgot to mention in my little spiel that 9 times out of 10, the lists we cover are based on facts or data. It's not my opinion. It's not my top 10 favorite movies. It's the top 10 highest grossing movies.
Oh.
So I like that as a differentiator too, because there are a few other top 10 podcasts out there, but most of the ones I've seen are personal preference sort of lists, which we strategically try to stay away from when we can.
I like that. I like that there's that difference there. And I also appreciate that it's called 10-ish. I understand the tennis confusion, but I love that because when Trevin and I record, for example, we did an episode here earlier and we were like, let's meet at noon-ish. Like that's just kind of how we roll.
Yeah.
So I am here for it.
It's a full circle moment for you, Amanda.
It really is. Well, do we all have a dreadful dilemma that we want to share?
You know we do.
Of course.
Well, Trevin, you want to start us off?
Sure, I'll go first. So I'm having a pet dilemma because of a Christmas gift that Mabel received this year. Well, actually, it was a family gift for all the family of pets. Emily got us like a continuous fountain waterer.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a cordless one because where we have the animals' waters at the end of a hallway where there aren't any plugins. So you charge up this base, and then the little tank sits on the base, and it like sends the power through the bottom, I guess, that controls the little fountain.
Love sending the power through the bottom.
Oh, yeah. All of my cats are fine with it, but Mabel is scared of it. And she's already a very reactive dog. And so I realized just the other night that she hadn't been drinking water. And she's just been pacing around it because she wants to drink, but she's too scared of that fountain because it automatically turns on when an animal is within a certain distance around it.
That's fancy, though. I like that.
It is so fancy, and it was actually a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be.
This isn't your dreadful dilemma. This is Mabel's dilemma. She's not drinking. She's thirsty as hell.
Yeah, it basically is her dilemma.
It's literally dry January for her because of this thing.
I felt so bad about it, and Emily and I were both trying to decide, like, how do we teach this girl? Is she going to finally get up the courage, or are we just going to let her never drink? So I got her a separate bowl, and Emily has sat down with her and tried to be like spooning a little water to her mouth, be like, it's okay, baby. It's just a little water. But I don't think she's still fully trusting of it. It's been tough watching her not drink.
Do we have like one of those IV bag delivery services for dogs? Like Nick said, she's dehydrated, Trevin. We need to do something.
Well, I've got another next to it to hopefully get her to drink and get used to setting off the fountain next to her. That's what we're working on right now. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a process, I think. And Emily's just like, no, she's stubborn. She doesn't want it. And I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Emily, give Mabel a break.
Yeah, I understand how defiant she is around other training things. But she's also just got more reactive over the last couple months anyway, because we talked about it on our squirrel episode. But Emily has been loving our neighborhood squirrels by putting nuts out for them. And she came across one of those holiday variety nuts with the walnuts and all the fancy nuts. She's now buying the neighborhood squirrels variety holiday nuts.
No.
Oh, I fucking love that.
She puts it on the back porch, and now all these little squirrels come out. And Emily read somewhere that to say hi to the squirrels, you do this, like a little elephant thing. So she goes, hello, squirrels. And then she puts out these variety
Are you
nuts.
making this up?
Okay.
That's not real.
How is this not your dreadful dilemma?
Emily's not going to like that I'm saying this.
Trevin, I'm getting so many good ideas here. Like, I love the water fountain thing. I'm going to look into that when we hang up here. And I also, squirrels and nuts, I never thought about buying them nuts and just leaving them around. I don't know if I'll do the elephant thing, though.
Yeah, the elephant thing's weird. The cats love watching the squirrels, though. So that's the problem is we're cat people at heart. So watching our cats just be so happy with the nuts situation is fun. But Mabel is trained to bark at squirrels all the time. Well, I mean, I guess it's in her nature. So she will just get triggered and sit there at the door and just watch these squirrels like right in front of her door and not be able to do anything about it. I feel like she's been a little more reactive lately because she's just got this pent up aggression. To now, even when I want to get ice out of the ice machine, that's enough for her to bark at me because the sound's too loud for her. It's a double-edged sword as much as the squirrels are cute, but she's too scared to drink water now.
We got to check on Mabel here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You win some and you lose some, but...
Maybe we can get Mabel on some sort of like a dog whisperer podcast and just have her in front of the microphone with little headphones.
You need to use
listen.
my pet psychic.
Maybe we'll do that for our Patreon thing.
I know you don't believe in it, Trevin, but she knew my animals' personalities through and through. That's a whole nother story for another day.
My mind is spinning from this from this last few minutes. There's just so much
happening.
So many questions, yeah, but I'm going to refrain.
Well, I also have a dreadful dilemma I'd like to share with you guys, if that's cool. It's kind of, what we do here. I had a dreadful dilemma, and I really wanted to find the actual commercial before I came on here so I could play it for you guys, but I haven't found it again. I saw it, and now I don't know where it went. But I had a Disney commercial come on recently, and I just felt it to be so riddled with guilt-tripping parents and gaslighting me and causing me anxiety. The main premise of this whole Disney World commercial, and they said it in like really fancy, magical voices, but it was like, the magic doesn't last forever. Your children will grow up. It was like rushing me to go to Disney World, and I did not appreciate it.
But you felt it.
Oh, yeah. I felt the judgment. I felt the guilt. It got me thinking. It got me thinking about how old my kids are, how expensive Disney World is. It stressed me out. I mean, I guess it worked a little bit to their credit.
There you go.
But it scared me.
If there's any Disney corporate employees listening to this podcast right now, they're like, fucking got her. They're like, we'll take the cons with the pros here. We got her. She's going to be at Disney World within the next 2 years, boys. Mark it up.
Yeah, I think in what little bit of marketing classes I took, I believe you are in the sales funnel right now.
Oh, is that what's happening to me?
100%.
Mm-hmm. You're in the middle of it. You're just not all the way through yet.
Oh my God. I'm trapped in the funnel. Help me.
The Mickey Mouse funnel. I just saw recently the prices for the parks have gone up to I want to say like $220 per person, something like that, per park.
Jesus.
Craziness.
Oh,
It'll keep going up. Why would they stop?
I know.
People keep going. They're busier than ever.
You know where I want to go? And maybe this should be where I take a stand and I never go. I get out of the funnel. I never go to Disney World. And instead, what's Dolly Parton's theme park name? We talked about it. Isn't it called Dollywood or something like that?
Yep, that's it.
I think maybe that's what I need to do. Get out of the Disney funnel and just go to Dolly's theme park.
Get in her funnel.
Yeah, I'll gladly get in Dolly Parton's funnel.
Yeah. Who among us hasn't wished to be in Dolly Parton's funnel?
Yes.
So, Nick,
Yeah.
after hearing our dreadful dilemmas, do you have anything dreadful going on?
Boy, do I. Too many to count. And it's hard to narrow down on just one. I have two. One is super quick. One is a little more involved. So in preparation to come on here today, I've been binging some recent Live, Laugh, Larceny episodes.
Oh, my.
And there was one in December, right before Christmas, I think. And it was Trevin talking about finding community.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? He wanted to find more community.
Mhm.
He wanted to let his guard down, get outside his comfort zone, accept help, give up control, and find community.
Yes.
And I listened to that. And as I sit here now, we're recording this shortly after the holidays.
Mhm.
My dreadful dilemma is I got too much community. I want less. I want less people in my life. I'm sick of seeing you on the holidays. I want fewer commitments. I want fewer people to see every day. I want fewer obligations. I want more sleep. I want more time to myself. But look, I'm joking a little bit because the podcasting community, meeting you two people and others that we both know and others that you don't know, has been great. That's a community I love. But in general,
It is a great community.
I need fewer people in my life. So that's my dreadful dilemma is the holidays take a toll on me socially.
Ooh, yeah.
And is your family large?
Not mine, but it's just a lot. It's just like every day for like a 10-day period, there's like some fucking commitment I got to go to, right? Some fucking thing. We're making small talk about the weather with Uncle Joe or whatever the hell. My social battery is spent. I need to recharge for all of January, dry January.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But something to help me with that, something else Trevin talked about on another episode is humans versus hamsters.
Yes.
And motherfucker, I listened to that and I said, Siri, remind me to watch Humans versus Hamsters this evening with my children. And I did. I'm a fan.
I still haven't done that yet. Oh my gosh. So you liked it, Nick? And did the kids
Yes.
like it?
Oh, the kids loved it. We all have our favorite hamsters. I'm a fan of Ham, the farm boy hamster. He's a big boy. Between all the dark and dramatic and depressing shit I watch all the time, it's nice to just turn something on and just turn my brain off. And I'm going to watch some hamsters be cute as hell.
Yeah. It has like a little bit of everything, but mixed in such a nice combination of things. It's wild.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Sarah Sherman.
Yeah, she's great. They're all great. I love all the people on that show, the hosts and commentators.
I really hope they get a second season. I don't see why they couldn't.
I finally did get it marketed to me on HBO, Trevin, at the top. I was kind of pissed that I didn't even know it existed. Even after we did the episode, it still took some time before I even saw it at the top. So I do need to actually watch it.
It's something you can kind of have on in the background too, like while you're cooking or doing some chores or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have to like watch it. So that's nice too.
Oh, yeah. I desperately need the mindless stuff that the kids can watch and be in the same room as me and I can do stuff. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and I know your husband for sure is one of those guys that would be like, that wouldn't be that hard.
You know he would. Be like, I could be any of those hamsters any days of the week. It's like, okay, do you just need a compliment?
So if he hates it, just tell him, oh, you just tired of seeing these regular people do stuff you can't do? And then boom, he'll be sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
I hear you though, Nick. I was just telling Trevin all the things that I did over the holiday season, and it was a very lengthy list. And we did see a lot of family and everything. So I get being drained for sure. I'm drained too. But I was also telling him I didn't have a bunch of family members that I didn't want around me this year, which was nice. That was the change. But yeah, social batteries this time of year are usually just like, meow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of embraced January for it being less busy. But my wife turns 30 this January, so it's actually not going to be that unbusy.
I was going to say, we're having like a
Wives.
big pajama bash for her.
People invade my
pajama
space,
bag.
so it's less than recharging.
It still beats December though.
Well, did you want to jump into our game that we have prepared, Trevin?
I would. So, Nick, as this is dry January, this is our time to break format and do kind of whatever we want to do. And I thought this would be a good time to have you on and we do our dilemma thing. But where things are going to change is I just want to play a game. Because some people told me they don't think you're that cool.
Who said
Are you
that?
talking to my wife or my kids?
An anonymous source said that Nick Emel don't got it.
Okay.
I'm offended.
You're offended for me. Yes, I'm offended.
Yeah. So I've devised this game because I know that you're the 10-ish guy. And you know all the top 10 lists. And I know that you know it all. So I don't really want to test your knowledge so much. But since your podcast is all about top 10 lists, we thought we'd flip the script and challenge you to give us your personal top 3 for whatever questions we choose.
Oh.
The catch, you only have 10-ish seconds to come up with your answers for each question.
Okay.
The point of the game is twofold. We'll get to know you a little better, but we're going to finally figure out if you, Nick Emel of the 10-ish podcast, are cool or not.
Ooh.
Spoiler, I'm not, but I'll play anyway.
The stakes have never been higher.
How it works, I will give you a category, like top 3 fast food french fries. You'll have 10-ish seconds to shout out your personal top 3 picks. Once you've given your answers, I'll review what a survey or popular opinion says are the most common top 3 of that category. If your picks match the survey, you get points. The scoring system will be, you get 5 points for every answer that's within the top 3. I'll give you 2 points for anything that is close enough or later on that survey. And then Amanda and I can also give an additional 3 for things that we deem are cool, since we're the authority on cool.
Hang on, did you misspeak there? You're the authority on cool?
Yeah, in this world, baby.
Oh, okay.
The cool factor, at the end of the game, will add up your score and let you know just how cool you are.
All right.
But even if the truth looks ugly, we'll still be friends.
Whoa, okay.
Trevin, you are killing me. Okay.
Maximum score is 150, but we'll just see how the time goes. We can adjust mathematically if we need to.
So like 150 points is like Fonzie, and then 0 points is like Eric Trump.
Yeah, Eric Trump. There we go.
There we go. That was a good one. I
Or
like it.
Jesse Waters. So the timer, to keep things official, one of us will count to 10-ish Mississippi, silently in our head, only speaking up to give an abrupt and startling 3-second warning. That is sure to make completion that much more challenging.
Oh.
Is there any points for speed answering, like getting it and right away?
No.
Okay. Great.
The truth shall set you free. And yeah, don't try to just pick what you think, because we're really trying to do the science here. You know, we want to know how cool
I
are
respect
you?
that.
All right.
So are you ready to give this a go?
I am, and I'm hoping the fast food fries thing is one of them, because I got some hot takes on that.
Yes, it is, Nick.
Yeah, which you're going to have more than 10-ish seconds since you know that's what it is. But let's go with the top 3 fast food french fries for you.
Okay. You tell me when to start.
Okay, go.
Oh, she's go. Okay, go. Five Guys, number 1. Chick-fil-A, number 2. Zaxby's, number 3.
Zaxby's.
That was my 3-second warning.
Zaxby's, is that like a regional? Maybe not everyone has that. I don't know.
No, we have Zaxby's.
You
We do,
Okay.
but I don't know if that's just regional to Midwest or not.
Yeah, we're
I
not
don't
too
know.
far off. Yeah.
Okay, what did you say again? You said Zaxby's
Chick-fil-A.
5 Guys.
and Five Guys. Okay.
I'm coming from Delish.com's fast food french fries rankings. So their top 3 would be 3 Raising Cane's, 2 McDonald's, and number 1 Checkers/Rallies, which I hate that one because that's not anywhere near me. I've never had that. But number 4 is Chick-fil-A. So I'm going to give you 5 on that.
This is some bullshit. Just saying.
5 Guys is just above that too, which I like that. Should we just give him 5 for that too?
Yeah. Give him 5. Yeah.
Okay.
You
we'll
guys
go
with me on Five Guys?
I love 5
Oh,
Guys.
yeah. I love Five Guys with a little of the malt vinegar and barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah.
The Cajun
Mhm.
fries. So good.
Yeah.
Did you want to read all of the top or no?
So if you want to just go the top 10 really quickly, it goes 10 Hardee's/Carl's Jr.,
Oh.
9 Taco Bell, 8 Arby's, 7 Burger King, 6 Wendy's, and then it goes 5 Guys, 4 Chick-fil-A.
Wendy's is good too.
Yeah. The Zaxby's thing, should we give him 3 on that since Zaxby's is so close to Raising Cane's, or no? I mean, it's just
I
chicken finger
almost said
place.
Raising Cane's. The key is the crinkle cut. I love a good crinkle cut fry.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have a place regional to, you might have it there in Kansas. You're in Kansas, right?
Missouri.
Kansas
yes,
City?
close.
Oh, yeah. Brahms? Do you guys have Brahms up there?
Oh, Oh, don't even get me started. I love Brahms.
It's still like a hour and a half drive for us though?
It's so far away from here. It's only in Kansas, I'm pretty sure, right? Or
Okay.
no?
Well, they're all over where I am.
Where
but
are you
I
at,
knew they're
Nick?
only in a few states. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I believe they're an Oklahoma company. They're only in this part of the country, so I know not everyone listening has heard of them, but if you're ever in this part of the country, go get some Brahms, fries, and ice cream.
Oh, I love the ice cream.
Also, Nick, have you ever had Spangles fries or fries from Freddy's?
Was the first thing Spank?
Spangles.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that might just be a Kansas one.
Can you please just do the impression of the Spangles?
So, all growing up, I knew Spangles because the owner of the company had a very particular way of saying it, and she'd always go, Spangles, it just tastes better, or something like that.
Maybe. I don't remember. I've only ever heard about it through you, and I just know you always go, Spangles. And I'm always like, no, I don't know what the fuck
Google
you're talking
search
about.
says it just tastes better. That's the slogan.
Okay, Spangles, it just tastes better. I'm telling you, yes, she has a lisp, but also the fries are so good. You know, like those really crispy, they're not beer battered fries, but it kind of gives that vibe, and they're like soft in the middle, but very crunchy on the outside, golden, crunchy. And then,
Love it.
I'm sorry, I know this might be a hot take. I love a good skinny fry, like from Freddy's.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. My wife knows not to even suggest Freddy's to me because I don't do I don't fuck with their fries. Here's the thing. I'm a French fry connoisseur. Like, if I didn't have a tennis podcast, it might be a French fry podcast. Like, I love French fries. It's probably my favorite food. So I've tried them all. And I love every kind. I like your steak fry, your crinkle cut, your waffle fry, your curly fry. I will not choose the shoestring fries.
Dang, see, I'm opposite of that. I don't like the steak fry. I like all the others you listed. Steak fry just doesn't have enough crunch for me.
This got divisive quick. I didn't expect you to be so anti on shoestring. I love the shoestring fries. Freddy's really opened my eyes to it, and just I love the crunch and just getting it in a good dip of the sauce. And
this is a fucking Kansas City thing. You got to poll your audience on social media or something. I'm telling you, the shoestring is
where it's at.
It's at the bottom. It's the 10-ish out of 10.
I really thought that since Freddy's doesn't pop up on this list at all, I was actually expecting to give 3 points to you because I thought you were going to say that. That's so funny. So I'm going to give you 13 points altogether. I think that you get 5 for Five Guys and Chick-fil-A being 4 and 5. I think maybe top 3 is a little bit too narrow. So maybe if I give you top 5 or so, especially with that Checkers Rallies thing, I don't care about that.
Yeah, like what even is it?
And Zaxby's is close enough to Raising Cane's that I'll just take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now you're at 13 out of 15. That's great.
That's pretty cool.
Would you like me to read the next one?
Yeah, let's let you go and I will start the countdown when you say go.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this one's so random. Okay, Nick, what are your top 3 favorite places to cry?
Okay, tell me when to go.
Go.
The vet's office when they euthanized my dog. A Disney and Pixar movie. So my couch. Fucking 5th grade graduation that I'll probably cry at this year.
I thought you meant your own 5th grade graduation. I was like, oh, damn.
No.
There's a story.
You were emotional going up to middle school, weren't you?
I mean, maybe, but I kept the tears at bay that year. But when my own 5th grader, who's in 5th grade now, when she graduates 5th grade, there may be tears then.
That's understandable. That's totally understandable. I'm with you. So let's go ahead and see. So this is according to thoughtcatalog.com's 27 secretly amazing public places to cry your eyes out. Oh my God, this is so good. So coming in at number 10, shower/locker room at gym.
Okay.
Number 9, wedding. I've done that. I was so heartbroken at somebody's wedding once. I was sobbing through their whole wedding. How embarrassing am I? Oh my God. 8, a child's birthday party. I get it.
I was pretty close on the graduation there. I think I might maybe get that.
I think we can give him
I'll give that one a 3 points, yeah.
A waiting area at the pharmacy? I don't know about that one.
You just got a cancer diagnosis and you're going to the pharmacy to pick up your first prescription.
Maybe really any medicine could honestly have, I guess, that effect. You could be like, God dang it, I'm sick, or I'm on some sort of medicine I don't want. I don't know.
God dang it, I had too many shoestring fries and they suck.
My antacids.
My antacids. Okay, where am I? Oh, number 6, back of the bus. Number 5, airplane. Oh, and number 4, in line at airport security. I mean, the airports are stressful, but
yeah.
And I guess you're saying goodbye to people.
In the article, they do break them down a lot more and say why they think so. I think they just kind of said people are in a hurry and they don't give a shit. And you can just be crying.
Oh, like rude people and shit, you mean?
Well, just like the TSA people are just like, who cares? We're not going to judge you. Just keep going.
Yeah, they're like, move on. Number 3, religious section of bookstore. Number 2, middle of the park. And number 1, which this does deserve number 1, your car.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Yeah, for sure.
What was the second one you said? You said vet's office, 5th grade graduation, and what?
Watching a Disney and Pixar film.
That's a good one.
That one, I feel like deserves that one. And the vet's office one is sad.
So sad.
Well, the only reason I said that is because I was trying to think, when's the last time I actually cried? Because I haven't cried that much as an adult. And it was last year. I had to put my dog down and I cried like a baby. So that's the first thing that came to mind. Not to be a bummer.
No, it's so sad. I mean, that to me feels like a lot safer bet than crying at the pharmacy. I feel like no one is going to console you at the pharmacy.
No, I think they would just be like, oh, it's probably just an insurance issue, huh?
Oh, God.
Don't even get us started, Trevin.
Where's Luigi when we need him?
Yeah. 5th grade graduation gets the 3 for the birthday.
Yeah, we'll just give the birthday party. I think that was a good one.
Okay, so for number 3, your top 3 favorite superheroes. And go.
Oh. Okay. Batman, Spider-Man. There's such a big drop-off after that. I'll go Iron Man.
There you go.
It's like there's a clear top 2 for me, and then everyone after that is kind of last place.
Everybody else is just kind of there to support those 2 guys.
For sure.
So coming from Watch Mojo's top 20 superheroes of all time.
Okay.
I'm picking goofy ass sources too, for fun.
I won't let you besmirch Watch Mojo like that again, sir.
I just want you to know that mine are more opinion than yours.
Yeah,
Sure.
We're like the opposite of what your show is doing.
So from 10 to 1, it goes 10 The Flash, 9 Thor, 8 Green Lantern, 7 Captain America, 6 Wonder Woman, 5 Iron Man, 4 Wolverine, 3 Superman, 2 Spider-Man, and 1 The Batman.
Hey, I got 2 out of 3 of those.
You crushed it, Nick. Are you kidding me?
Yep, so that was...
I'm feeling real fucking
15.
cool right now, guys.
You are really appearing that way.
Thank you. It's the first time anyone's ever said that to me, so thank you.
It's a good thing that we gave you this outlet to prove to the world.
Yeah, I'm going to force my fucking kids to listen to this. They could see. Look, Daddy's not a miserable failure like you tell me every day. I'm actually pretty cool. These guys are the authority on cool. Look at this. Look how many points I got.
The self-proclaimed authority of cool says, I am so cool.
Make sure they listen separately so we get more downloads.
Oh, yes, please. Make sure they like and subscribe.
Will do.
Oh my God. Okay, so how many points did he get?
So we'll give him the whole 15 on that one because Iron Man was number 5. So top 5, all 3.
Beautiful. All right, Nick. We're going to move on to your top 3 favorite canned food. And the time starts now.
Oh my God, what the fuck? I'm like, this is canned food. I can't even think of
We are slowly killing him.
SpaghettiOs.
Ooh, good one.
Green beans.
Okay,
Am I out of time?
Ish.
What else comes in a can? Refried beans. Olives. Black olives.
Black olives. Ooh, good one.
Okay.
I don't eat out of a can that much, I'm learning.
It sounds like you are eating quite fresh, so that's never a bad thing.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I'm just kidding.
All right, well, let's go ahead and read. This is according to the dailymeal.com's article, and it's titled 13 of the most popular canned foods in the U.S. Number 13, pumpkin puree. Number 12, peaches. 11, Spam. 10, green beans. Give them a point for the green beans. 9, condensed milk. 8, corn. 7, chicken broth.
Yeah, okay.
6, cranberry sauce. Really?
Yeah, I think they're just thinking about like for recipes and like most purchased probably.
Oh.
Because I was thinking like what's something I actually eat out of a can, not like cook with, right?
Right. Number 5, cream of mushroom soup. 4, tomato sauce.
How could I forget
3, baked beans. So I'll give him the beans. Beans. He said beans.
Give him the beans.
And then number 2, applesauce, which I get.
Jar?
I know. I was like, mine are plastic, not a can.
Plastic, yeah, a little plastic like single serve cup.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. A can seems weird to me.
That is. And then also number 1 is tuna.
No.
So you did get 2 though. That was pretty good. I mean,
and I feel like with all this like chicken broth, cranberry sauce, applesauce shit, like that would probably put green beans higher up there. I'll give him the 5 for the green beans.
Spill the beans, Trevin.
Spilling the beans.
Tell them how many points I'm at.
So you made 10 on that one. So you are now at 41.
Are you guys a fan of canned cream corn?
As a kid,
Growing
I
up.
was.
Sorry, go ahead, Trevin.
I think as a kid I was, but I think now the feeling of it is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Same for me.
There is one dish that it's really good with that I like, but that's it.
I ate it a lot growing up as a kid, but I don't know if I've had it since I left the home. You know?
Yeah, tell us if you're an adult and you still like cream corn. I'm curious.
I'm curious too.
Yeah, you know, someone out there is like filling their bathtub with it and then like bathing in it, you know, cream corn.
Live your life.
I love it enough for all of you. Okay. Number 5 for us is going to be your top 3 favorite movies.
Oh my God.
And go.
Wow. Where do I start? Dumb and Dumber. Fuck. Hang on. Can we pause the timer?
Don't worry about having to be popular or being on any kind of list because I've got a different scoring system on this. So you can be as abstract as you want.
Okay. You were at 7, Amanda. I'm just going to go with what's on top of my head, okay?
Okay.
So back at 7 when you're ready. All right. Interstellar. Blair Witch Project.
Ooh, good choices.
So what I'm doing for this is I'm just going off of Rotten Tomatoes. And if either the tomato meter or the popcorn meter are within a certain percentage, I will just give you between 90 and 100, 5 points, 80 and 89, 4 points, 70, 79, 3 points, and we'll just go down to 2.
I think those are all rated pretty well. I'm hoping.
I would assume so, because that kind of gives the classic element to help with that. So Dumb and Dumber, it's a higher on the popcorn meter. It's an 84. It's a 67 tomato meter. So that will give you 4 points for Dumb and Dumber.
Nice.
You guys like Dumb and Dumber, right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine watching that movie and being like, ugh, I'm giving that a 2 on the tomato meter. I didn't laugh once. I didn't enjoy it at all.
Those people exist, and it's so scary.
I don't want to know them.
Yeah, some people just hate comedy. They're usually the people that give 1-star reviews, too.
Mm-hmm.
Interstellar has a 72 tomato meter, but an 87 popcorn meter. So I'll give you a 4 on that one.
Nice. Interstellar, that's with Sandra Bullock, right?
No, that's Gravity, I think you're thinking of.
Oh!
And I only know that because on my show, we just talked about this on an episode we just recorded. You're thinking of Gravity, which came out the same year and actually beat Interstellar for an Academy Award.
Oh.
Interstellar is Matthew McConaughey and
Christopher Nolan
movie. Matt Damon's in it. Anne Hathaway's in it. And Jessica Chastain.
Hathaway. Okay.
Okay, I was thinking Chastain, but I wasn't quite sure. And then your third one, Blair Witch, has a tomato meter of 86% and surprisingly a popcorn meter of 57.
Weird.
Blair Witch Project, right? Because there's a separate movie called Blair Witch.
Yeah, sorry, the Blair Witch Project. Yeah,
Okay,
I've got the right one, but I spoke it wrong. But yes, so that's kind of weird. I thought the popcorn meter, since that's more just like lists or viewers, I thought that would be higher, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
So you got 12 out of the total 15 on that, so that's nice.
Wow. That's amazing. I feel like my movies, I don't even know what they would be in this moment, but they probably wouldn't be high rated, I guess.
I should have said Pulp Fiction.
Ooh.
I just went with the top of my head. You know, if you asked me that again tomorrow, I'd probably have 3 different movies.
Yeah, that's such a hard thing to answer.
Well, I think that's kind of the way this very scientific game works, too. You have a very scientific 10-ish seconds to just recall the top 3 in your mind right now.
Right.
And anybody who's cool should be able to just whip up good, obvious answers, you know, even if they're not your literal top 3, if they're up there. I think that just shows how cool you are, you know?
Yeah. And I think if listener of my show, Sigmund Freud, was here, he would say, like, the fact that you're answering off the top of your head in such a quick amount of time is like, that's what your subconscious would say. That's like, those are your true favorites, right?
Right.
Because you're not thinking about it. Maybe there's something to that, Trevin.
This is like the Rorschach test of cool.
Ooh. Well, moving on this cool test that you conjured up here, Trevin. Okay, Nick, if you could live anywhere in the U.S., where would it be? And we're going to be judging it off Ranker's coolest places in America, but of course, just go off where you would want to live. Starting now.
New York City, Seattle, Washington. Montana.
Oh, wow. You actually did really well. My God. Like he's reading our minds. Okay. So, according to Ranker.com, like I said, number 13 is Nashville, Tennessee. 12 is Key West, Florida.
No.
11 is San Francisco. 10 is Austin, Texas.
Never been.
9 is Denver.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
8 is Boston.
Another good one.
7 is Charleston, South Carolina. Number 6 is San Diego. 5 is Honolulu. 4 is New Orleans. 3 is Chicago. And then, Nick, 2 is Seattle and 1 is New York City.
Booyah. I'm mad I didn't think about Honolulu, though. I think if I did this again, that would be my third one.
Yes.
But I got the top 2.
Top 2. I think he deserves some really good score for that one, Trevin.
15 out of 15, maybe.
Yeah, maybe even that.
So you said Washington was your third one?
I said Montana. I was trying to think of a city in Montana, but like I love that part of the country. But it's so different than Seattle and New York, right? Which are like these urban mega centers. So
yeah, there isn't really a good P&W. I guess Seattle kind of.
Yeah.
We'll give you 3 points, sure. I think that's a beautiful place, so let's do that.
Yeah. Getting the top 2, that was outstanding in my book.
Outstanding. You might say I've talked about lists a lot the last 6 years.
Yes.
Number 7. So we're going to be coming from Toast.com's best drinks to order at a bar in 2024.
Oh, no.
Your personal top 3 cocktails to order at the bar.
Shit.
Starting now.
Brother, you got the one person that doesn't drink on your podcast.
I figured.
All right, soda water. You know what I like is the Moscow Mule. Fuck. All right. I guess time's up.
Oh, that was just your warning. You still have 3 seconds.
Coke.
Oh, okay. Those are good.
So, coming from Toast.com's best drinks to order at a bar in 2024. And actually, they didn't have it in any type of order. It was just this list. I couldn't find a really great one.
Okay.
Martini, Old Fashioned, Margarita, Moscow Mule,
Ding, ding, ding.
Negroni, Whiskey Sour, Manhattan, Gin and Tonic, Cosmopolitan, and Bloody Mary.
Ooh, Bloody Marys are...
I haven't had one of those in a really long time.
Because we're all inclusive, you know, you're not a drinker, that's totally fine. I think it's cool that you don't drink.
Yeah.
And you named the Moscow Mule.
Again, first time someone said that to me, but okay, keep going.
I'll give you a 5 for not being a drinker, and I'll give you a 5 for naming the Moscow Mule.
Okay, I'll take it.
Nice.
Margarita, I can't believe I didn't think about margarita.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you could have just
margaritas.
spewed anything else out, I think you would have hit it. So that's just shame on you for not knowing alcohol names.
I know, for shame.
You're supposed to be worldly, man.
Hey, ask me about French fries, I'm there. Ask me about
yeah.
cocktails, and I'm struggling.
Hey, that's okay. I can respect that, actually. Let's see. We're on to number 8 out of 10 here. So it looks like it's going to be the same rules as the movie situation, but we want to know your top 3 TV shows of all time. Starting now.
First 2 are easy. Seinfeld, Breaking Bad. Now I got to think of the third one. Maybe The Office. Maybe True Detective Season 1. I'll do The Office.
Good ones. Trevin and I, Breaking Bad was one of the first shows you and I really talked about when we became friends all those years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a lot of people's first show that they binged because came out a long time ago now.
Yeah.
I remember that in Dexter season 8 were wrapping up around the same time.
Dexter, fuck. I love Dexter. What? Most of Dexter. We don't talk about the end of it.
I really didn't mind whatever the snow season was where they tried to bring it back. That wasn't too bad. I mean, they're still continuing on.
Yeah, there's I want to say a reboot, like a reimagining of it, the same story on Paramount Plus, which I have not seen.
It's not too bad. Usually when they do like a new generation of actors, it's usually a new generation of filmmakers too, and you can tell the style changed. But it's definitely the same team as the show, so it definitely looks and feels.
Really?
It's just different actors.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
So Breaking Bad has a tomato meter of 96 and a popcorn meter of 97.
I was going to say, I think that's up there for most beloved shows of all time, for sure.
Yeah.
That, and I wonder if The Sopranos is up there.
The Sopranos is a great one.
That's such a good
one.
one.
I might bump The Office for that, but I said what I said.
Hey, I think you still made a cool choice.
Yeah.
This is shocking. The Office tomato meter is 71% and the popcorn meter is 41%.
What?
My word!
I think that's people like review bombing it. You know, they don't like the new seasons or something.
That is a stab to my heart, and I dispute it.
I have to give it 3 just because of the rules, but the audience is going to have something to say about this.
Whew.
Okay, and Seinfeld. Tomato meter of 89 for Seinfeld and a popcorn score of 92.
Okay, thank you. I was getting nervous there for a minute.
Yeah.
Seinfeld is like a huge part of my identity. I have Seinfeld tattoos. I'm looking around my room and there's Seinfeld memorabilia. So
nice.
If you told me it was low, I might have jumped out the window here.
You saved a life today, Trevin.
Hey, Nick saved himself.
I was thinking because a lot of the newer generation, like the young kids that are coming up and watching it for the first time, don't love it as much. Doesn't resonate with them, which is fine. It's a show from 30 years ago, but I was wondering if that would hurt its rating. But
yeah, being a show about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people don't appreciate nothing like they used to anymore.
They really don't.
Our show's really big on making nothing out of crimes, and I love a show about nothing.
Yeah.
So for our second to last question, this is going to be coming from fun.com's best-selling board games of all time. Give us your top 3 go-to board games.
Oh, my
Starting
goodness.
now.
Shit. Settlers of Catan. Oh, my God. Risk. Checkers.
Oh, beautiful.
Very good. So from the article, I'm just going to go down the 20 that they give pretty quickly here. Number 20, Cranium. 19, is it Blockus?
I've seen that in writing, but I actually also don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I've never played it. 18 is Connect 4. 17, Mancala.
That's not a real thing.
16, Stratego.
Oh, I love Stratego.
I almost thought you were going to say Stratego. I don't know why.
Yeah, man. I wish I thought of that.
Number 15 is Risk. Number 14 is Catan.
That's low.
Number 13 is Pictionary. 12, Othello. The Game of Life for 11.
Nah.
10, Rummy Cube.
Before you get any further,
Yes.
just know that I know Monopoly is going to be on this list, and it's going to piss me off. So just go ahead. Just get it over with.
You're not wrong. Okay. 9, Candyland.
Ooh, Candyland. That is my jam.
You know, it's like the world's simplest game ever. Right?
And it's so beautiful and so just simple and perfect and pure.
I can't believe it hasn't been made into a movie yet, honestly.
It will. Give
It will. 8, Backgammon. 7, Trivial Pursuit.
Oh, good.
6, Battleship.
Yeah.
5, Clue.
Oh, love Clue.
4, Scrabble.
Oh, Scrabble.
3, Monopoly.
Nope.
2, Checkers. And 1, Chess.
If I had had more time to think, Scrabble's probably my number 1. It's been so long since I played it, but I used to love that game.
Even off the top of your head, though, Catan and Risk are very cool, apparently. You still get 3 points for each one.
What's the third one I said?
You said Checkers too, right?
Oh, Checkers is number 2 on your list, I think.
Yeah.
So 5 for Checkers, and then 3 for Catan, and 3 for Risk.
Oh, perfect. I love Checkers so much. Are we ready for the final question, everyone?
I don't know. I'm hoping it's more French fry and less canned food.
Well, this is a little sweeter than the fry.
A little final course, if I may.
Final dessert. This one is, what is your top 3 favorite ice cream flavors?
Oh my.
And let's start the clock, Trevin, now.
Cookies and cream, easy number 1. I have to be a basic bitch and say chocolate. It's it's Old Faithful. And what's number 3? Oh, you know what? Mint chocolate chip.
Ooh.
Booyah.
That was a nice quick one, too.
Done.
That was so quick and so efficient. So, top 10, Neapolitan, caramel.
No.
Number 8 is mint chocolate chip. So, ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
7, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, that's a good choice.
6, butter pecan. 5, chocolate chip. 4, strawberry. 3, cookies and cream. Ding, 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 ding. 2, chocolate, the basic bitch.
Yeah. Then one's vanilla.
You know what's even more basic is that number 1 is vanilla, ladies and gentlemen.
Get the fuck out of here. What is this list from? What's the source here?
Stacker's 21 most popular ice creams.
Yes,
Oh my gosh. That's a list I should do. Wow, vanilla. Like, okay. I'm not surprised it's in the top 3 or 4, but number 1?
I know. I'm appalled by that. I'm appalled that it's number 1. I do think cookies and cream, I feel like everyone loves cookies and cream, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Not everyone likes mint chocolate chip. I know that.
Sure, that's a little more controversial. Mint chocolate chip's a little more pineapple on pizza, right?
Yes.
Which I do love, by the way, but we
I
won't
love
get into
also.
it. All right, good.
Pizza toppings was almost a question on here.
Yeah.
When I think of ice cream flavors, I'm always such an extra person that I'm always going and getting the most crazy thing at the store, or I'm going and getting a Ben & Jerry's. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, when I think of ice cream flavors, I always just think about when I was a kid, we only really shopped at Aldi. So it was just oh, what ice cream flavor do you want? It's either going to be Neapolitan, vanilla, or if you're lucky, there's a big tub of chocolate chip in there. So I learned to love chocolate chip a lot.
That was my dad's go-to. There was always chocolate chip in the house as a kid. If you'd asked me when I was growing up, that probably would have been my favorite, but I have since found the religion of cookies and cream. And I've converted.
Oh, yes. Do you like it because of the big cookie pieces are kind of soggy and cold and wet?
Well, you're making it sound really fucking unappetizing, but
Yeah.
Soggy, cold, and wet.
For some reason, I don't know why that really grabbed me. My dad likes to do this thing where he puts cake in a bowl and then covers it in milk because he likes the soggy cake in the milk. I grew up with that being a normal thing, and so I actually do like that too. I was reaching out to you to say that you felt the same way.
No, Trevin, you are alone on this island.
well, him and who'd you say, your dad?
You and your father.
Yeah, my dad.
We're learning a lot. This game was designed to learn a lot about me, but I feel like we're learning a lot about you.
Well, let me just turn the tables right here because I do have the results.
Oh, yes.
The score,
do
yeah,
tell.
the cool score. Let's hear it.
I have the cool score. You came up with 115 out of the 150 possible.
That's good.
Wow.
76.67% cool, and that is a C plus, my friend.
Woo, you're cooler
That's more than
I.
passing.
Yeah, that's more than passing, and I
Yeah.
think we can get you a diploma or something. A-Line, if you want to get us a diploma to Nick, we can get him something to show the world. If anybody has been talking shit, whoever that little birdie I heard, I think we can settle the score and say you are at least 76.67% cool.
That is cooler than I thought I'd be coming into this. So I'll take it. But I do want to strangle that birdie.
You are a cool champion.
Thank you so much. This was fun. And again, I got so many ideas for my own podcast out of this. And some of that shit I actually have covered on my show, like the top 10 highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes. So I would just say to the listeners, I'm going to sneak in a plug, sorry. But if you enjoyed this sort of conversation, this is pretty close to what 10ish Podcast is, except we focus on one list for the whole episode.
Feel free to use this if you want to do a multi-guest thing. And I meant just if you want to do a cool game, sort of an opinions episode. It's a fun format, I thought, if you want to do a special
it's
thing.
Awesome, yeah. I appreciate it. Maybe I'll have you guys on the show sometime and we'll flip it.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was going to be your plug section anyway. So if you want to go and say anything else, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I plugged it at the beginning, but real quick, it's a 10ish podcast. It's about an hour-ish each episode of me and a guest. One of us has a top 10 list prepared, like one of the ones Trevin and Amanda brought. I would bring that list without telling my guest what the list is, and they would try to guess the list, and then we'd talk about it. I also have mini episodes, one a month, called the Tiny 10ish, where I cover a top 10 list in detail in about 10 minutes or less. So We have short form and long form episodes available for you, about 300 of them and more coming. Trevin's been on the show. Amanda's coming very soon on the show. Everyone should check it out. That's 10ish podcast, and it's spelled 10ish podcast. Thank you so much for indulging my plug.
I love that.
Oh, and you've got the pitch figured out.
You really do.
Been doing this a long time.
People are like, Trevin, you have the floor. My first thing is, and then I use that to get me into it. It's like I need that little oomph.
Like,
It helps that, number one, I've been doing this for going on 7 years. And two, I have a marketing background. So it is easy for me to go into pitch mode. Maybe too easy, in fact.
Oh.
Well, thank you so much. That was actually like a very fun game.
You didn't expect it to be fun, huh?
Well, we do top fives, I guess, sometimes.
Yeah,
but
you do. Mm-hmm.
This whole dry January is a whole new ball game for us. And I just hope everyone else is having as much fun as I did on this episode.
I want to give a plug for Nick as well. The dude loves cats and butts. And that's such a big staple of our show that I think if any of you have resonated with us on that, at least, you're in good company with Nick.
I would just say to the listeners that you're lucky that Trevin's thing at the start about the cat water fountain, that could have easily opened a door where we just talked about cats for like an hour. So it's good that that didn't happen. But yes, I will talk about cats with anyone and everyone, although I'm interested in trying the squirrel nut thing that Emily's doing. So I might give that a shot. But guys, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you. And now you can just kind of charge up your social battery and be alone if you want. I don't know. Maybe not.
That is the plan. My family's home here, but I'm going to go to the furthest corner of the house and close the door. And
do
just
it. All right. Well, like we end every episode, no matter the crime, big or small, in the end, we're all doomed.
Doomed to lose our community.
Bye.
Hey, I'm here for it. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
See ya. Thank you for listening to this special Dry January episode. If you'd like more bonus content and ad-free episodes, join our Patreon. Get in on the conversation in our official Doomed Crew Facebook group, or follow us on any of our socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or Threads. Have a petty crime of your own that you want told on the show? Email us at livelaughlarceny@gmail.com. And give our show 5 stars wherever you rate podcasts, Apple, Spotify, or Good Pods. It really helps.
Is Emily home?
No, but I'm about to put a dog down on my own.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Whoa.
she is like, she's going crazy. Mabel!
I think she'll croak anyway. She hasn't drank in like 3 weeks, I'm learning. Just give her a few minutes.
Full circle moment. Yeah, how is she barking so much with such a dry, scratchy throat?